making this video to explain a little bit how an Index Universal Life works. Index Universal Life is a life insurance policy, give you some benefits. Is not the perfect policy. It's not a policy that is perfect for everyone. It depends most likely on what you are looking for. If you are looking for a mortgage protection, for example, definitely a term life is the best solution because it's more affordable and gives also a higher death benefit. For example, with $100 for example a month, you can get $2 million protection for 20 years, just as an example. The Index Universal Life is a permanent policy, and if it's funded correctly, give you many benefits. I'm going to show you a little bit how it works, so you have the idea of the Index Universal Life. So I create this client. Is not a real client actually. I gave my name. I put Marco Palumbo, but he's a 30 years old, born in October. And what I did is I did a policy for $500,000, and then you can choose if you want a policy the death benefit to stay steady for a few years or to increase the death benefit year after year. And what I did is I put $500 a month. So I structured this policy as an investment as well, and I did until the policy owner becomes 65. So when you retire, he's not gonna fund this policy anymore. Okay. So what's happened in this case? On this case is going to put $500 a month. That means $6,000 a year, and it starts with the $500 or $4,000 of coverage or protection death benefit. Now the death benefit, if you see year after year, keep growing. So for example, at the age of 65, when you retire, as you see, he stopped paying. He doesn't pay anymore. That's the last payment he does at the age of 65. But the death benefit, in this case, is already $1 million. What else you are getting here is an accumulation value that goes up to 9% a year. This also gives you a floor, so you don't lose the money that you invested, because if the market goes up and down, if it goes up, you get up to 9%, and if it goes down and crash, you are protected. You have a floor to 0%. So this is a projection of how your money can grow year after year, and we usually give a projection with around 6%. So quite conservative. We don't want to show you a 9% every year, because we know the market can go up and down. So this is most likely a retirement what you can get for under $69,000. What else we can do with this policy? The Index Universal Life, we can customize according to our needs. So we can actually start taking the money out, a distribution of the money, and we can specify the amount. For example, the annual amount of $24,000, and then I can increase as well. So $2,000 extra month that we can take when we retire. Okay, and we can use this as a retirement plan, so to get a paycheck every year. So as you see, you stop at the age of 65, you put $6,000, and for the age of 66, you are taking $24,000. Even if you are taking $24,000, these are tax-free. We are taking money as a loan. Okay, so even if we are taking $24,000, if you see here, the money keep growing because you are still getting up to 9% of what is in there. Okay, so the money keep growing until a certain period, because of course you are supposed to pay back, but we are not paying back to avoid taxes, and it lapses the age on 99 in this case. But if you see also, your death policy is here and keep growing until, of course, start going down because you are taking the money out from your policy. But this gives you an advantage. So you are taking the money out, so you're taking $24,000 a year, tax-free. You are still covered for death benefit for a good part of your life. Average right now is 87 is the age, average age somebody die, right? So the age of 87, let's say you took out $24,000 from age 66 to age 87, but you leave still $1,132,000 tax-free death benefit to your children. So your children inherited this money. You got the money back because you took $24,000 every year, and you're still giving them a legacy. You're still giving them $1,132,000. The other good part here, we have living benefits connected to the policy. So at the age, any age, here usually in the illustration show the age of 65. At the age of 65, if this policy is a policy that you don't have to die for to take the death benefit out, you can take the benefit out even when you're alive. If you have a terminal ill, for example, show you the age of 66, you can take $980,000. If you have a critical illness, you can take $884,000. And if you have a chronic illness, you can take $423,000. So it's a policy that you can take money out before dying. Okay, so and you can use for any reason you want. You are not, you don't have to justify the reason, but of course you have to have one chronic illness or critical illness or anything connected to that. So if you have a stroke during your life, you can take the money out. Heart disease, cancer, any reason, you can take this money out for these reasons. Okay. So this is how an Index Universal Life work. As I mentioned, we can customize everything here. I do many also for as a college funds for kids. The one of college funds work exactly the same. I put a couple $100 a month and the money grows. This is the idea of how to improve your money, be protected, leave a legacy, death benefit, living benefits, and accumulation plan with a paycheck at retirement. I think it's a great plan, and I think everybody need to try to see what is their situation is now, what they want to achieve. But I think this works perfectly. It covers everything, covers you for anything I said before. So if you want any, if you have any question, if you wanna me to make a customized illustration for you, just text me or DM me on social media, and I will give you a projection of what you can achieve. Okay, thank you so much, and see you soon.